I've got to get my shout. Hello and welcome to the Hills grounds for Biggleswade United's fourth pre-season game. We're 6 days away from the start of the season, and Biggleswade United have another big test this evening in their preparations for their return to the Spartan South Midlands League up against Kempston Rovers this evening. Team news is as follows. In goal, we have Michael Hudson, back four of Cameron Hyde, Jordan Gerald, a return to action for Lewis Jones, who returns from injury this evening. Right back, Kate Stevens-Abbey, the midfield three ever present of Gaz Hunt, Kai Andrews and Jaden Irish, who returns to the side after he didn't feature against Letchworth on Saturday. Front three of Raheem Jabbar, Markel Cousins, and up front, of course, our new number 9, Yemi Adelani. Only 4 substitutions on the bench this evening. That's Joe Gage, Connor Inskip. I believe that'll be his first time he'll feature in our pre-season campaign this evening. Milo Keane, who's been on hot form in pre-season so far, as well as Justin Gretorek. So the referees have just got the 2 captains in the middle of the park. A little bit about Kempston Rovers, their former gaffer. Chris Nunn used to manage Biggleswade Town not too long ago and is now here at Kempston Rovers. Him and Christian have a good relationship as well, which is good to hear. And we are hopefully going to have a really good game. Kempston Rovers, they play in the Southern Football League Division 1 Central, the league above Biggleswade United. They finished 18th last season, 5 points clear of safety.
Yeah. Evening, Ryan.
Evening, Nick. Sorry, and I am, of course, here with Nick as well. Sorry, I just had to get that intro in there, but just about got it in just in time for the before the start of the game. How are you tonight, Nick?
I'm good, thanks, Ryan. Evening, everyone. Apologies, I had a phone call, so I was listening to you, Ryan.
That's okay.
Lovely ground here, great view we've got here. So hopefully everyone leaves yourself to an enjoyable game.
Yep. I spoke to Axel Ampadu before the game. Doesn't feature this evening because he actually picked up a knock playing in Luton a few days ago. Shouldn't be too serious, he says, but it's just that's a bit of a shame. But he said he can't wait to get back out there. Obviously, he did feature. I think he did feature. Was he there Saturday?
Yeah,
he was there Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, he started the game.
Started the game.
Yeah.
And we are kicking off.
Yeah, rolled off. Got some substitutes coming out now.
As we forget to start the stopwatch once again, and I've just got to send the Perkins family, who particularly robbed the team sheet, as we are playing the other attacking side. So we'll try and I'll try and describe the action as much as possible. That's Kelly Thomas there saying, "Come on, Biggleswade United."
Thank you, Kaylee. Good evening.
I didn't say the name. Kaylee Thomas.
Yes,
Sorry.
I'm sure
Apologies.
Kaylee and Josh are all watching the game tonight. Josh, who is the goalkeeper for the Vets team, got to add, and Kaylee's also helps very much in the Vets team. She's the brains of the outfit.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Thought we could get that one in.
So there's no Taylor Winey for Biggleswade United tonight, which is a shame, but it's an opportunity for lots of Raheem Jabbar, who we did also hear did score 4 goals in his first trial game as well for the club, didn't he?
He did, indeed. Very excited to see him.
Earlier on in the pre-season.
Just letting you know, we've got a new tripod tonight, so I'm getting me used to it. Nice little interception there from JJ.
We haven't got the opposition team sheet. I did speak to their gaffer before the game, but they didn't actually have any team sheets available. So I apologies if you are a Kempston Rovers fan listening in. I haven't got any information for their team. So it's mainly the Biggleswade United players that we'll be commenting on. The Kempston Rovers players will be the defender, midfielder or attacker. So apologies for that. But I'll see if I can find something on their Twitter page that might be able to give me more information. But we don't seem to have any here, so it's Biggleswade starting off brightly so far. Of course, Biggleswade have played a team in the same league as Kempston Rovers. That was Biggleswade FC, which we did turn out 2-1 victors.
Yeah, it's also AFC Dunstable last week.
Oh,
we won
that's
4-3 as well. So got a good record against the teams.
Good interception there by Jaden Irish and
Markel Cousins here.
Markel Cousins to Raheem Jabbar. Nice little cut inside by Jabbar, and he's gone.
Sorry, that's Markel.
Oh, sorry,
sorry, my apologies.
That's all right. That did throw me off slightly, but that was Markel Cousins. Sorry, not Raheem Jabbar.
Raheem done a nice run to start with, but
it's good to see Jordan Gerald still back out there. Played 90 minutes as well.
He did, yeah.
He's getting back into. He's not at the fitness that he would want to be, but he's playing really well, I think.
I agree.
To his credit, and he's a really good player to have around him. One that I hope that does stay for the start of the new season as well.
I agree. Hopefully, the more games he gets under his belt, his fitness will improve, and you say he's got the class and skill. That's certainly a good capture in the dressing room as well.
That's Raheem Jabbar there, Kai Andrews. It's good to see Jaden Irish back out there as well. They really missed his presence out there against Letchworth on Saturday. That's a good tackle there by Markel Cousins, nice and clean. We were right on top of that as well, and it was a great tackle there by Markel.
Yeah, really good. I think that's a strong part of his game. It's probably not goes unnoticed the way he tracks back and tackles and defends.
You can see on the drop down as the ball goes out of play. If you would like to sponsor a player, it is £75 per season, and to get in contact with the club there, as you can see on your drop down, that's Biggleswade United at gmail.com. And as we do start the 2022-23 season, we are starting next Tuesday. Is it a good opportunity if you have a local business and you want to sponsor any of the players you see out there this evening? Get in contact with the club. So only £75, one fee for the season. As flags up for offside there on Yemi, but it was a good move there by United.
Yeah, great interception there from Kay Stevens-Abbey there. Showed a great turn of speed. Good to see Cave back. I think he missed the last couple of games. We had a bit of a knock, so good to see him back, and he's good interception there as well.
You mentioned as well Lewis Jones, who is a really good defender, Lewis Jones, and it's good to see him back from injury. It'll be interesting to see how many minutes in the tank he can get tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everyone probably remembers his last game for Biggleswade was the last game of last season. That key game when he stay up, and he was immense when he came on.
And as I say that's Lewis Jones there clearing the ball out. That was very abrupt timing there.
Yeah.
If you want to ask any questions, or make sure to put them down in the comments, and we'll try and read them out during the game as well. We will be live next Tuesday for Biggleswade United's first game in the Spartans South Midlands League once again against Olsey Town. That's 6 days' time next Tuesday. We'll be live for that one, so make sure you stay subscribed on the YouTube channel and follow the Twitch to make sure you never miss a live stream. Kai Andrews, who's breaking through, who was actually gutted a couple of games ago, did get on the score sheet. And what was the first question he asked, Nick?
Was the game streamed?
And it was not, so he was a bit quite gutted about that one.
Yeah, so because the goal wasn't covered in the stream, you can question whether it counted or not. But, but Kai's looking very sharp actually during pre-season, joking aside. He's that's always a good sign as well. He's another class player.
Brilliant. Again there by Markel Cousins. United playing very well, almost as sharp as they did start against FC. And Markel Cousins down on the left flank gets the cross in. It's cleared away by the defender. United trying to keep the pressure on Kempston Rovers, who, as I said, they played in the division above Biggleswade United, playing the same division as both Biggleswade Town and Biggleswade FC. But tonight they're up against Biggleswade United, who very early goings. I can get this up just a second. We are 6.5 minutes in, and like we said, it's all about fitness, but I think we're at this point in the pre-season, 6 days before the start of the season. You want to see the team be as sharp as possible. Yeah,
and they've started really well tonight. Using the ball lovely, and some great passing patterns.
Again, apologies that we can't see a clearer point of view from our attack. We'll have a much better view of that in the second half. But they've got a decent crowd here, so that we couldn't exactly just move left to right on this side of the pitch, and it was a really good angle as well to film. So I feel like I didn't need to explain that, but I have. And Biggleswade United have lost the ball in midfield. That was just missed out there. Kate Stevens Abbey on the ball. They've got a bit of defending to do here. And in the end, couldn't quite capitalise on the attack. It's out of play for a goal kick.
Yeah, it was a 4-on-3 actually at that time, but obviously the final pass from Kempston sort of wasted a bit, but could have been a bit of danger there.
United back in possession once again. And it's a good ball out to Cameron Hyde on the left-hand side. He goes for strike. It's well top save there. But Cameron Hyde, acres of space, the fullback.
Yeah, lovely run there from Cameron Hyde. Great ball from Kai Andrews to find him. Yeah, very dangerous. And keep it stays with his legs.
And now Kempston Rovers on the counter-attack. This is the good run by Lewis Jones. A very well-timed tackle there by Lewis Jones.
Very good from Lewis there. That's a test of his fitness there to start with. Kept up with Kempston forward really well.
Wasn't sure if he had a little bit of a limp there, Lewis, but I think he's okay.
I think so. Hopefully he is.
Went in hard on that tackle, and you've got to think that's probably his first tackle in an 11 versus 11 game in quite a while as well. So sometimes you can be a bit 50-50 going in for a tackle again after being out for quite a while on the sidelines. Biggleswade clear it out well. Markel Cousins touchdown brilliantly. He's got Jaden Irish in front of him, which he finds. It's Jaden Irish who couldn't not quite find Markel Cousins for the 1-2. It's good play back to Michael Hudson, who Biggleswade United officially, I think they've got Adam and Ollie signed up, but Michael in this pre-season, he's not looked bad at all, Nick, has he?
Not at all, no. He looks in good form.
Good turn there by Jaden to Cousins to Hyde. To Jaden. Hyde back to Lewis Jones. He was looking for Yemi Adelemi, and he was in a lot of good space there. The ball wasn't too far away from him.
Yeah, it's a good idea there from Lewis. The ball just a bit too far for Yemi, but that's a nice idea. Yeah, they're trying some good attacking moves at the moment. It's worth trying in pre-season. Hopefully get them right and on cue when they start the season, which starts next week.
Yeah, it's good to see as well. I can see Jordan Wright, who on the FA Vars last season, former Biggleswade United player here. You might be able to see it on our screens.
Yep, I think he's got a great baseball cap.
Won the FA Vars, of course, last season with Nicole Hagnall.
Yeah. I don't know if he's brought his Vars medal along with him today to show to everyone and anyone. But maybe he's done that already.
Maybe he has. He's got a good relationship with a lot of the players he played with, of course, here as well. So
yeah, I think that tells you a lot about Biggleswade United. You know, the sort of the family atmosphere that is at the club. Past players always come back.
Definitely. Just by keeping the ball comfortably. Certainly, there's going to be a lot of options in midfield as well, with Connor Inskip returning tonight. He's on the bench, and Josh Tonillo still to feature at some point. He's not here this evening, I should say, but he is signed up for next season. But at the moment, it looks like the midfield three that are going to be starting the season, injuries aside, of course, you've got to think probably be the three that are there tonight, Nick.
Yeah, I thought so. You know, I think they've looked really good as a.
They've really built a good partnership
as a trio. Yeah, really good, very strong. Yes. Nice tackle there from Gaz. Oh no, but Kempston have got a 4-3 here.
United goes from shot from range. It's just over the bar. They had a 4-3 there, I think, at one point. But
they did, yeah.
The attacker's gone straight for the goal, just outside the box.
Yeah, just a misplaced pass there, which obviously you want to try and. It's like someone's from the ball back.
That's well cleared out there by the Kempston Rovers defender. And this is a good attacking opportunity this for Biggleswade with Raheem Jabba.
He's won a corner. Yep. Raheem done well there. Nice run off the ball.
Certainly another good attacking option to have. And Milo Keane as well on the bench, as we mentioned, has been in hot form in this pre-season campaign so far for United.
Yeah, I think all the attackers have been looking good. And
cross is coming in. That's gone all the way through. It's not gone past the defender. Michael Cousins looked like he was about to let fly. Still keeps up on the ball here. Michael Cousins is deflected off. Goalkeeper trying to keep it out of play, but I think that's gone out for another corner.
Yep, another corner to Biggleswade.
Jaden Irish over the corner kick for Biggleswade United. Cross comes in. It's headed off by Lewis Jones there. Yemi just couldn't quite get his head on it, but it's out of play for a goal kick in the end. 13, just about to hit 14 minutes played. It's still Kempston Rovers 0, Biggleswade United 0. Kempston, the host, so far haven't really done much to test Michael Hudson. They had a shot over the bar. I'd say the best chance of the game so far would probably be Cameron Hyde's chance, Nick.
Definitely. I think Biggleswade has started the brighter of the two teams. Like I say, Kempston had been a couple of scraps they've attacked from, but all in all, it's a nice start from Biggleswade.
Yeah, very. It's a long throw in there. Lewis Jones, ever present, heads it away comfortably. That's just been.
It's gone.
I think that's what they call the. I don't know if I can use this phrase, but that was levered away out for a goal kick almost.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what happened there, but rifled home straight over the ground. Luckily, not over the gates.
No, and on its way to Bedford Town Centre, but it's
not far from here. To be fair, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
This is a good play here by Kempston Rovers, and again it was Lewis Jones looking as sharp as ever.
Yeah.
Sorry, that wasn't. Was that Lewis Jones?
It was Lewis. Yeah.
It was Lewis Jones.
Yeah, it was Lewis. Yeah.
The first time. That's a good play there by Hyde to Cousins. Hyde. Kai Andrews. Wins the foul in the middle of the park. Good play there by Kai.
Yeah.
And you have to think the majority of these plays that are starting this season, it would not surprise me if I would probably say 9 out of the 11, maybe 8. I wouldn't be surprised if they start next.
No,
I mean, there's a lot of options that United have on the bench as well. There's a lot of competition for places. Milo Keane's definitely knocking on the door. Connor Inskip is a very good talent in the middle of the park, but
yeah.
And of course, you've got Joe Gage on the bench as well. So,
got for a throw, but nice idea there from JJ, the long ball. With his,
it's definitely
with the left foot.
You can definitely see the dynamic of what United are trying to build here. You couldn't stress enough just how well prepared we are for this season compared to the start of last.
Absolutely.
The last campaign with being moved to the Counties League and the situation after the pandemic and everything else. The club's in a much better place since.
Absolutely, yeah. Being in the Spartan South Midlands is really going to help.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot more local games like this as well, not too far from here from us, Kempston Rovers, because they're in the league above, but they're in the same southern part of the region that we're aiming towards.
Yep, and obviously we've got a nice local game next week, our first league game of the season, away to Arlesey Town.
Arlesey Town, yeah, which I don't know if I've mentioned a few times. If you can't make it to Arlesey Town, of course, on Tuesday evening, we will be live on YouTube and Twitch, and I think Facebook as well, so make sure you stay subscribed and follow all the social media accounts and never miss a game. That's a lovely one too on the left-hand side. Cameron Hyde against two defenders, gets to cross the way. I think it was just behind Yemi, unfortunately, for him.
Yeah, it's a lovely move. Great bit of skill there from Gaz to start it, and right in front of the camera as well. So hopefully I caught that, and he can enjoy it when he gets home.
I was going to mention as well is Biggleswade straight after defender clears away, was comfortable to keep the ball straight back into possession as well, because the ball in the end went to the Kempston Rovers goalkeeper, but they seem relentless with the press so far in the opening 20 minutes. That's Kai there, just proving my point exactly. It's a good clear away there by Michael Hudson. I didn't know if there was an opportunity for Yemi there, but I think the ball was just a bit further away from him than I thought.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from this gantry point. Our gantry point is just in front of the tea hut, but we've been told that it won't be opening today. So,
and if it does suddenly open, we will be abruptly moving probably 5 minutes before the end of the second half. Markel Cousins playing it through to Raheem Jabbo, gets past the goalkeeper, and it's been cleared by the defender. They're trying to get it out here. Kempston Rovers have just about managed to. Just about managed to get it out of danger there, but that was another good chance there by Biggleswade. Kai winning the ball back. Kai is looking for Yemi Adelani. It's up against one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper does well.
Yeah, I think the goalkeeper done well twice there, actually, with Raheem. He got to the ball first, but he managed to get to a position which drew Raheem away from the goal. Raheem done well to keep the ball, just put it into the space in the box. Unfortunately, there's no one covering there.
Gaz there, giving away the ball, and Christian very frustrated. They've got the shot from range. It's wide, just wide to the goal. That's probably the first time Gaz has lost the ball in a crucial position there. Nearly got punished for it. I think a few of us on this side thought it was actually in the back of the net, but it's just gone wide of the post onto the left-hand side. Yeah. But it was a little glimpse of what Kempston Rovers can offer, though.
That was danger. I think we all thought it was going in, but I think Michael had it easily covered.
Markel doing well up against two players there. Jaden Irish, Yemi Adelani trying to time his run. Does it well. Yemi Adelani getting into the box now. It's Yemi Adelani goes for the finish, and it's sort of just straight to the goalkeeper there in the end. Yeah. Couldn't quite, I think, get his...
promising move there.
And now United going for the offside trap there. Michael Hudson had to cover and done well. Game's really opening up now. Jaden Irish, fantastic play by Jaden under immense pressure there by the opposition. And Kempston, I think they're starting to get a little bit sharper now as the game progresses.
They are. They're definitely coming into it more in the last 5 minutes. But yeah, very strong play from Jaden again, as come to expect really from Jaden.
That's brilliant tackle again there by Kai, but couldn't quite keep the ball. You're definitely going to see two footballing sides here. Chris Nunn, I saw some of his Biggleswade Town team play a good couple of years ago. He definitely likes to play football on the ground, a bit like how Christian likes to play with United. So it'll be interesting contrasting styles in this game with Chris Nunn's Kempston Rovers and Christian Colas's Biggleswade United.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, it's two good footballing sides here, and I think it's starting to show it.
Ball coming in from behind. Michael Hudson commits once again, but he's fluffed his lines over the header. Brilliant defending there by Cameron Hyde. Had to get that spot on and did.
He did. I think the number 9 was looking at the goalkeeper off his line thinking he got it, but Cameron Hyde done well to cover there.
Tell you what, it kind of has a feels of a cup game, this game. I don't know what you're thinking, Nick, but what's the tempo of the game?
Certainly is. You can tell that both teams are sort of like up in the pressure compared to up in the work rate compared to previous pre-season games, and certainly it tells.
And of course, we know this stage of the season it is only pre-season. Results don't necessarily matter, but Kempston Rovers, for their own sake, I think will be having a little bit of confidence. They did get their first win and the weekend in their pre-season campaign up against Crawley Green, winning that game 3-2 after losing 2 games previous before that to Wellingborough Town, and also current holders of the FA Vase, Newport Pagnell Town. They lost that game 2-1, and they drew their first pre-season game 1-1. So they won their last game in pre-season. So for what it's worth with momentum, they'd have their tails up in a sense, you would think, to especially being the home team as well tonight.
Yeah, and
United definitely giving them a good run out here tonight so far. More than a good run out, actually.
And you probably remember teams like Wellingborough and Newport Pagnell we played last season in the United Counties League.
That's right.
Two strong teams. Obviously, Newport Pagnell with the FA Vase victory, which I
think only added to their strengths as well. Managed to maintain most of their players as well.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be pushing up in the top area of the United Counties League this season.
Oh, and Raheem Jabba there was just a bit frustrated there, just fluttered his line slightly with the pass, and Kempston Rovers now back in possession. Good defending there by Stephen-Zabby. And you're seeing a really good understanding between the back four there. Jamal Gerald, you'd probably say probably one of the most experienced heads in there as well. Yeah. Whether he does start the opening game is up for question. I'm not quite sure whether he will, but he's definitely putting himself in contention, Nick.
I think he is. His experience at the back is telling.
You'd expect the likes of Joe Gage.
That's a free kick to
free kick just on the edge of the penalty area there, conceded by Kai Andrews. Just caught his man a little bit too late there. It wasn't too malicious though. No. But still, we've got Joe Gage on the bench who you would expect to start. But the way Jordan Gerald is playing in this pre-season, you would, it's good to have competition for places.
Yeah, I think we've seen different centre-back partnerships throughout the pre-season. I've seen Jamal Mckenzie play, I think against AFC Dunstable and Biggleswade FC in previous games. Yeah. Unfortunately, he picked up an injury on Saturday, so he's not in the squad today. But I think he's on the.
Yeah, he is here this evening.
Yep, with some level
players. A little nod there. The ball comes in with a free kick straight to Michael Hudson. As well as you can probably see just on the corner of the screen there, Mason Watkins-Clark, who's still out with a very long-term injury. I think Dan Watkins gave us a bit of an update on that a couple of weeks back, didn't he?
Yeah.
Nick, he said he was playing, his ACL was completely torn off the bone at one point, so he's going to be out for a long time. But that just shows the commitment of Mason was still carrying on regardless of how he was feeling. But
that's the last gasp reception there by the Kempston right back. Done well there. Yeah, I think you probably noticed there's quite a few of the Biggleswade United players who are not playing tonight. Watching.
And former players as well, we should say.
And former players, of course, yeah.
As you said, it's very much a family club, Biggleswade. If you don't currently play for the club, you still feel a part of the club.
Yeah.
And Kempston Rovers now really starting to get a bit more of a foothold in the game. That's a nice little fluke on there by the number 9. Thought he was going for the Alicia Russo there, but just couldn't quite pull it off. The back heel.
Yeah,
and more luckily, that was more like Giroud, that one, I think, the little flick on.
And that brings us, obviously, congratulations to the England women's team last night in the Euros.
Played absolutely brilliantly as well. I was actually covering that game as well for someone else, and they were absolutely fantastic. And of course, we wish them all the best in the final on Sunday against either Germany or France. I think that game's being played at the same time as this.
Yeah. And obviously, anyone watching who wants to get involved in women's football, Biggleswade United have got 2 teams and
free to play as well. I believe they mentioned that you don't have to pay to play; it's free to play as well. So more details are on the Biggleswade United women's team social media page. So have a look at that. We'll try and see if we can get a video up to promote it at half time. That was another dangerous attack there by Kempston Rovers, cleared away by Jordan Gerald. That's a good pass to Yemi Adelaney. Back to Marco Cousins. Yemi turns round, keeps the ball in play. Well defended there by the defender, but he's probably hit that a
bit hard.
Yeah, I don't think he would have wanted that to go out from a corner from that sort of position at all. Yeah. But it's an opportunity here for United to really capitalise just when Kempston Rovers were getting into it.
I just noticed that my hands in the way there. Just noticed that I think Jordan's had a bit of a knock there. He's okay.
That would be a shame if he has.
Yeah.
He's played a lot of minutes of football, to be fair, and he was out the game for a little while.
Yeah. Things are coming together with the Kempston player, but not malicious, but hopefully he's okay.
Of course, the ball comes in, and it was trying to see who that was. With the hell of Lewis Jones again.
Yeah. He started really well, Lewis. He really has started well. First game back.
Gerald, he looks to be right back into the thick of it.
Yeah.
Heads it back to his goalkeeper well, and it does look like...
It's like he's okay, yeah?
It does look like he's okay. I think Christian will probably be keeping an eye on him, though, for the next 5 to 10 minutes. You've mentioned that, Nick.
Yeah.
Jaden Irish looking as fresh as ever. Of course, I think he was more rested than had a knock. I think he was just rested. He He looked okay.
Yeah.
He travelled to Letchworth. Kai Andrews won the ball back, but the referee has given the foul against him, much to the dismay of Kai.
Yeah. The lads are putting a lot of work in this pre-season. I'm sure they had tired legs. I think that's why Jaden didn't play.
Yeah, that's basically,
rest, so it's good to see him back.
That's a good header away there by Lewis Jones. Markel tries to chase that ball, just could not quite find, couldn't quite keep it in play. We enter nearly the half-hour mark now. 29 minutes played. He's got the ball past Michael Cousins there, the Kempston Rovers attacker. And you're definitely seeing Kempston Rovers showing their more attacking prowess in the last 10 minutes. That's well defended there by Kay Stevens Abbey as well. Had to get that perfectly right. And Yemi Adelani at the moment seems a little bit isolated up there, but he's done brilliantly. In fact, he won the ball back there. He managed to chase it out of play for a. He goes out of play for a Kempston Rovers throw, but just stopped just slowed down the momentum of Kempston just at the right time. I think.
Good work there from Yemi. You know, he's on his own, but he did work hard to put the defender under pressure. But it's a throw to Kempston.
I should say as well, it's not often he has been isolated in this game, but it's also good to see the wingers coming back to help out the defence as well. Covering the defence, good understanding there.
Always important to defend from the front.
Absolutely.
All the top teams do. And it's a lovely setup here at Kempston. You probably see some pictures in the background where budding footballers are enjoying the game. I can't see what the latest score in those games are.
I think it's probably just the 5-a-side, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But Kempston Rovers in their luminous green as well tonight.
Yeah.
Nice little 1-2 with the green shorts and the green socks. What do you make of that one, Nick?
That's the first time I've seen. Yeah, very ambitious.
And Kempston Rovers, it's good, but it'll be dangerous here for Biggleswade. It's well blocked here by Kai Andrews. Jaden Irish there, good at deflection. And Biggleswade, I think, just need to try and settle the game a little bit here. Good play, though, by Marco Cousins. Touched the ball down very well. Nice little nutmeg, but there was no one on the end of it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, lovely little nutmeg, as I mentioned, but Jaden didn't follow the pass. I think that was just a little bit of a miscommunication between the two. Michael Hudson, that was good keeping there. Commanded his goal well.
Yeah. I often mentioned in the last game, that's his strength. The speed of him coming off the line, Michael. He's very quick.
Just the communication there as well. Shouted that was his ball.
Yeah.
And
nice play,
Jaden. That was good play by Jaden. Couldn't quite keep the ball.
I'm going for a throw. Oh, not yet.
I thought it was going to outplay for a bit. In the end, it's come off Lewis Jones.
I thought Christian was flagging for a throw there, but he's just waving his notepad around.
Yeah. As I mentioned, two sides who do come to play football and do like to keep the ball very much on the floor. And we've definitely seen that with both teams. Brilliant play there by Kai Andrews there. Could have been a bit of a scuffle there, but he managed to keep it clean and maintain the ball. Markel Cousins might have the beating of the fullback here. Still Markel Cousins on the left-hand side. Goes down. didn't appeal for it, to be fair, Markel. So they might have just slipped there. Maybe we were on the other side of the pitch, so we haven't got a good understanding of it. There's a few fans and beside us that definitely were shouting for it, but no one on the pitch was.
No one really appealed there.
Maybe that might be because it's a pre-season game as well. Maybe, but
maybe that. Yeah.
It's a good play there by Raheem Jabba out to Kay Stevens Abbey. Looking for Jordan Gerald, who, despite our earlier worries, looks to be okay.
He does.
And Yemi was looking for the run there, but didn't quite. Don't think JJ quite saw him there, and that was Kay Stevens out. Cameron Hyde to. Ball comes in from Markel. It's headed away. Cameron Hyde there for the rebound, but I think the flag's up for offside.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 33 minutes played, 12 minutes to go before half time. We've made to the first half so far, Nick.
Well, it's a nice bright start for Biggleswade, but Kempston has slowly come back into it. But been a pretty even game, I'd say, the last 10-15 minutes. But both teams are looking good. I think it's been an entertaining game.
It's a very good test for Biggleswade as well.
Yeah,
Kempston
absolutely.
Rovers. I think we didn't see similar teams like Kempston Rovers play the style of football maybe that Kempston Rovers are playing.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a good test in preparation for the start of the new season.
Yeah.
In the league above us as well, finished 5 points clear of safety last season. So, guys had to get that right. Couldn't quite get that right, and Biggleswade could be in trouble here. Ball comes back to the number 7 of Kempston Rovers. Goes for the strike, and in the end, it was
didn't trouble anyone really.
It didn't trouble anyone. I think the number 7 almost had his head in his hands there. Probably should have taken that chance a little bit better, but Biggleswade United off the hook there.
Yeah. Just a reminder, we've got our last pre-season game. It's actually a bit of a glamour game, playing Hitchin Town. We're 2 leagues above us.
Yeah.
And so that's on Saturday at the KHC.
And it's not big. Oh, sorry, Nick.
It's a 3 o'clock kickoff.
So make sure you do head down to the Keach Hospice for that game. Keach Hospice Care Stadium, that is, of course. I'm not quite sure whether we will be streaming the game. I won't be able to make the game, unfortunately, so I'm not sure if we are able to stream. So if you are local to Biggleswade, and make sure you head on down.
Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be streaming. I'll be on my new decks, announcing the team and playing any songs. So just a little plug. If anyone's got any going to the game, got any dedications, obviously reply to me on Twitter and see what I can do.
Any birthday shout outs as well?
Birthday shout outs, weddings, first game.
Also, I think you've got a music playlist that people can music recommendations as well.
Yeah, so any songs you recommend. Also got a new walkout tune. Hopefully you'll enjoy it when you get there. I played it last week. I don't think anyone noticed, to be honest, but hopefully there's more people to notice this week. And also a new goal, a new song when we score a goal as well. There's a bit of a story behind that, Ryan. I'll tell you after this corner.
The corner is good. I think that's Raheem Jabba on the other side of the pitch with the corner. Kai Andrews, I think that was Kai Andrews, and Guy's Hunt. That's over the bar, and I would have said that would have been a 3-pointer, but there was no rugby goals behind this one.
I was a bit concerned there because my car's parked behind that fence. So, held my breath.
I didn't hear any smashes, Nick, so we should be okay.
It's good. Yeah, like I was saying, the tune we got for when we score a goal, actually, Rob Perkins, it's his cousin's band, actually made the song. So,
oh, wow.
So we do have a Biggleswade United link there. They're quite a popular band in America, so as you can guess, I can't remember the name of them this time. But anyway.
Yemi has the flags up for offside. Was unfortunate there. That was called Rob Perkins of the Perkins family. Big supporters of the club here this evening as well.
Huge supporters obviously tonight.
It was very difficult as well for some fans to go away from home last season with the big commitments, but the Perkins family, majority of the games, if not all of them, I think they might have missed one game due to COVID, but I think the rest of them, they were very much committed and very good members of the Biggleswade United family. So a shout out to the Perkins family.
Actually, talking about going away with Biggleswade United, just a little reminder on the 6th of August, Biggleswade United are away to Galston FC in the FA Cup, and I understand the club's going to be running a coach there. So if you fancy joining the club, joining the team on the coach on a trip to the seaside. Look out for details on Twitter.
It's only a £10 fee, I believe, as well. I think I read.
I believe so, which is a bargain.
Absolute bargain.
You know, and you get a chance to. Unfortunately, it doesn't include admission, but I don't know how much it costs to get into the Galston ground.
It shouldn't be too much.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Considering how much the petrol price would be if you were travelling up there yourselves, it's £10 is an absolute steal.
Yeah.
And to potentially see the sort of trip that I'll cut off this story in a second. I might even say at half time as the ball gets cleared. Good pressing here by Yemi, and I would have thought the free kick would have gone Yemi's way there, but the referee said otherwise.
I would have thought so as well, but unfortunately,
one of the youth coaches there didn't seem quite impressed with that decision either. I think he agreed with us. That was Mark there, one of the youth coaches. Thank you. But yeah, as I mentioned, FA Cup, Biggleswade United, the first game I ever covered, 1st of September 2022, Woodbridge Town away from home, where we went up on the coach. The last time Biggleswade United didn't coach anywhere was that game, and we won the game on penalties. It was a very iconic game. I think we got over 1,000 views on YouTube that night as well.
Away.
And Kai Andrews is away. He's trying to find Yemi Adelaney, and he's just couldn't quite. But that was very dangerous there. If anything, I think he just overtimed his run a bit too much there, Yemi.
Yeah, that was promising. It was unlucky there. A great break there from Kai. Unfortunately, Yemi just mistimed his run, but he was there in the box. It was very unlucky. Just couldn't really get there in time to put the ball into the internet.
But yeah, as I was saying, we'll be hoping for more heroics, just like what happened in that Woodbridge Town game. Yep. Just under 2 years ago now. Doesn't feel like 2 years ago.
Yeah. so why not follow Biggleswade as they go off to Galston, their first step to FA Cup glory.
That's a good interception there by Jabbo, and now it's Yemi Adelaney once again. That's his third opportunity now. That's probably his second one in front of goal, but one-on-one with the goalkeeper, both times straight at the goalkeeper. But he's getting close to Yemi, and he's getting himself in the right place as well.
He's looking dangerous.
He very much is.
Well in there, Cameron Hyde there.
United missing Taylor Winey, who's a big good attacking threat, and I think we did also say, I think he scored in 3 out of the 4 pre-season matches that we've had. So it'd be a big miss out there for us tonight. Hopefully that's only a precautionary rest, maybe. I'm not quite sure.
Hope so.
Ball comes in, and it's very end-to-end here at the moment. Nice little touchdown there by the attacker. Lewis Jones under a little bit of pressure here. Still, it's Kempston Rovers attack. That's a nice little cut inside. It's blocked by Gaz Hunt. Ball's cleared away, and still danger here for United. Shot comes in. Great save by Michael Hudson. Had to get a glove onto that, and that's a top save there by the Biggleswade United keeper. Yeah,
that was a top save there from Michael. We need to save that. Just thought I had there's good working back there by Raheem, actually in the box at number 11. Stop the initial cross.
We are 4.5 minutes to go before half time. Kempston Rovers 0, Biggleswade United 0. It's a pre-season game, but it's being played very much on a knife edge at the moment, with both sides coming close to opening the scoring.
See, and both Axel and Mason enjoying the game there.
Yep, that's good to see. Current Biggleswade United players both out on the sidelines. Axel hopefully shouldn't be out for too long.
I hope so.
But as Kempston Rovers prepare for this corner, that was definitely one for the highlight. We were at the right side of it for Michael Hudson. The corner comes in, almost a free header there, but it's come off. I think that's come off Cameron Hyde and out of play for another corner. Good defending there by Cameron Hyde. I wasn't quite sure if it did come off him.
I think he might have done. I think it looked like it took 2 touches there. But that's very close to half time, Ryan.
Yeah, well, we are 3.5 minutes plus injury time, which I don't think we'll have many at all. It's been quite a free-flowing game. Ball corner comes in once again, headed away by Jordan Gerald. Still under a bit of pressure, but now Gaz Hunt gets it back out of play, and we could be on for a counter-attack here. Yemi Adelaney, that was well-timed, very well-timed challenge. Yemi's not happy with it, but I don't really think he could have much to complain. That was a well-timed tackle. Gaz is in trouble there, though, and Kempston Rovers win the free kick.
Yep. Number 7's been one of the pick of the Kempston players this first half. I think Yemi's asking about the tackle on him at the halfway line. It's
Oh, that's absolutely.
It's going to be an in-swinger, left foot.
The in-swinger, the number 7 you mentioned, has been dangerous so far. Ball comes in, punched away comfortably there by Michael Hudson. Ball could well still be in danger here for United. So number 7 once again, it's blocked away there by Kai Andrews. Raheem Jabber, we could be on for a counter-attack if we get it right, but it's well defended once again there by Kempston Rovers.
There's Mason on ball boy duties there.
It's Raheem Jabber who's switched flanks with Marco Cousins. Cameron Hyde, now he could be in trouble because he's out of position here. Cameron Hyde, Kempston Rovers is
4-on-3 again.
Half time, it is 4-on-3. The number 10 now, very well timed tackle there by Kay Stevens Abbey, and he had to get that spot on.
He needed that. That was dangerous, but well played, Kay.
The ball's getting played in now. Raheem Jabber. This is all the way from the goalkeeper, and he just couldn't get his feet together.
That was unlucky.
Okay, very much end to end now with minutes to go before half time. In what is a pre-season friendly, but as I've said, both teams look very much sharp to start their campaigns, which both will start, I believe, in just under a week. So. Gerald there. It's a good positional play there by Yemi, making himself a bit of a nuisance there. The defenders couldn't quite keep the ball though, but United will just want to try and I think see out this really good bit of pressure here by Kempston Rovers. That's ball to feet as well, and brilliant defending there by Cameron Hyde, and he's won his team the throw in as well.
Yeah, good play there from Cam.
Cameron Hyde here with the throw. Moments to go before half time. Kempston Rovers 0, Biggleswade United 0, and what has been a very well contested near 45 minutes for both sides.
Yeah, it certainly has. It's been an entertaining game. There's I think Christian will be reasonably pleased with the work and the way the team's played. Obviously a bit more of the same in the second half. Maybe some goals. That's half time. And
that is the half-time whistle, as we said. Been a very well contested 45 minutes between them. That's right, on 45 as well. No injury time needed from the referee, as we've seen both sides come close. And I think I'd probably say Kempston Rovers with probably the best chance of the game just outside of the box. Michael Hudson was forced to make a great save. Yemi Adelani's been one-on-one a couple of times, hit straight to the goalkeeper. Chances for both sides. Excuse me. Chances for both. A lot for both.
Yeah, I think there's been chances of both teams. Chances of both teams, and but it's been a lively game. And it's Kempston Rovers 0, Biggleswade United 0.
A lot for Chris Nunn and Christian Collis to think about at half time. I'm sure we'll see changes as well, and hopefully my voice will be back for the second half as well. So we will be back for the second half, and we will leave you with a video with more information about Biggleswade United and women's football and how you can get involved. United.
whoever you are,
No matter your gender
No matter what level you play.
or how old you are,
these really don't matter.
all that matters is that you play football.
Because you love this game.
We at Biggleswade United,
We are proud to announce
that both women's senior teams will not be paying a fee to play football next season.
Thanks to a very special partner.
Let's make Biggleswade United the next part of your footballing journey.
keep the heart beating of grassroots football.
because this is where it all begins.
Both teams now coming out for the start of the second half. United out first, Marco Cousins and Christian Colas. You wouldn't have seen it, but I will mention. But in deep conversation, as they both walked out first, out of the tunnel, I will mention if there are any substitutions, so it does not look like there is at the moment. But as I said, very good contest between two sides that look like they are very much well into their preparations for the start of both of their campaigns. Could mention Biggleswade United all in their away strip of blue, and the luminous green colour for Kempston Rovers. As just waiting for the start of the second half, Nick's just come over to get some drinks, so my voice has come back as well, which is a very much. He says he got his words back. He will eventually, but it looks like Nick's actually stuck behind the bars, as he's just going to be let back in. There he is, coming through there, the main man. Making sure we stay hydrated. Isn't that right, Nick? Making sure we stay hydrated. Was locked up there for a second. What was going on?
Yeah, the bar's very busy, and the stewards here just wouldn't let me through.
I just wanted to mention as well, as we're about to start the second half, I wanted to wait for you to come back to say it, as we have kicked back off. We do actually have some news to bring, and that is that the long-awaited Biggleswade United podcast I've made with Christian, and which mentions, of course, preparations for the start of this season, but a lot of the story of what went on last season. It's going to be released in 4 parts, and the first part will be out tomorrow night on YouTube. Biggleswade United's YouTube channel. It was a very good conversation with Christian, and hope everyone enjoys it.
Yeah, I think if you lived through last season, the roller coaster, well worth being listened. So looking forward to listening to that. Right? So I was sitting up in the bar. Have we made any substitutions? It's like Joe Gage on.
Didn't even see that.
There you go. Joe's on.
Joe is on the pitch. It looks like, I'm assuming that's for Jordan then?
I think it's Lewis.
For Lewis, well, today's live stream has been brought to you by the wonderful group of volunteers from Ryan and Nick at the ground, filming and commentating, and to produce Ari, producing the graphics and cuts. That's absolutely right. And also massive shout out to Ari, who, of course, helped me edit, or mainly the main editor who put all that together for the podcast. I done the filming and the making of it, but he was very much in part the editor for the podcast. So a huge shout out to him, as we stop talking about the podcast now and start talking about the football on the pitch. We mentioned Joe Gage is come on for Lewis Jones, who had a very sharp opening 45 minutes, but I think Christian maybe is trying to ease him in slowly.
Yeah, he's been out for a long time, but he had a good shame, I thought, Lewis.
He really did, and I think it was probably the right decision there by Christian, because I'm sure he'll probably feature on Saturday against Hitchin, hopefully, to be maybe ready to start next Tuesday against Olsey. Who knows? There's quite a few options there for Christian. And Jamal, hopefully, he isn't out for too long. An opportunity might have opened up for Lewis, just coming back from injury. As we mentioned, Jamal Mckenzie was having a good pre-season, wasn't he, before his injury?
He was. Hopefully he's back soon. But,
hopefully, yeah. But as I mentioned, it's an opportunity for the likes of Lewis Jones to try and stake his claim as well. Yeah. That's a bit of defending here to do from Biggleswade. Kempston Rovers started the second half brightly. It's come all the way through. The attacker just couldn't quite connect onto the cross there by Kempston Rovers. We'll have a better angle of the attacking side of Biggleswade United now, so that'll be good for the stream as well.
Actually, also just to let you know that while walking to the bar to get our half-time hydration, I was actually speaking to my nephew, who actually lives locally here at Kempston. He's kind of watched Biggleswade. He actually watched them last season as well, and obviously seen the difference already. You know, compared to last season.
Of course.
I asked him which players he was impressed with. He was very impressed with Kai Andrews, who I think he's had a very good first half, and Cameron Hyde, their left back.
It's funny you mentioned that, Nick, because I had a nice brief conversation with our former captain, Jordan Wright, and current Newport Pagnell Town player, of course, on the FA Vars. I wanted to congratulate him personally for winning it.
Did he have his medal?
He hasn't got it on him. I didn't ask. I think he would have been showing it off if he did.
Yeah.
But yeah, his first thing he said was Team United look a lot sharper than what they did last season, which I completely agree with him. He still follows the club as well, not at the club currently, but still a member of the family, you'd say, and former player, and was a big leader at the time, and it's good to see that he's still showing his support from the team.
Yep, big character of the club, and hopefully he'll come back one day. Who knows? I'm sure he'll be welcome.
Yeah, I spoke to him about the game against. I said, did you play against Kempston Rovers? He said he didn't feature, but he obviously knows that his team, Newport Pagnell, did beat Kempston Rovers a couple of weeks ago in their pre-season campaign as well. Ball comes in with a free kick, could be dangerous. It's right straight to the number 9, and it's in. The free kick went straight through, and you have to say, based on the opening start from the host, it's probably been rightly deserved in the early exchanges.
So it's been a very quiet start from Biggleswade this second half. Obviously, especially when we see some improvements there, but Kempston has certainly started brighter, and so they may have deserved that first goal.
Yeah, very much so, and it puts Biggleswade United behind here, but they were behind on Saturday twice, and they came back twice to draw the game against the Letchworth Eagles on Saturday. They'll have to do the same here today if they really want to keep their unbeaten run going in pre-season.
Yeah, they show some good bounce-back ability, I suppose. That's an old-fashioned phrase there.
Yeah,
in previous games.
They wasn't very sharp, I have to say, on Saturday, but I think they'd be happy to have got out of that game with a draw.
That's a high one.
It's a high one, and it could well be a bit of a miscommunication, but it was probably well communicated between the defender and the goalkeeper to get that right, with Markel Cousins in between them as well. Not quite sure if Kempston Rovers did make any substitutions, but they're definitely looking a lot more comfortable on the ball at the start of the second half compared to what they did at the start of the first.
Yeah, I imagine the Kempston managers had a word. I think number 17's might be substitutions. Just come on over there.
Yeah.
He's like coming to midfield.
Played in behind. This is a real test now for Biggleswade United reserve. It's just gone out and played the number 7. Couldn't quite connect onto the ball when it's out of play for a United throw-in. We have to say the closer to the end of the first half. That was could have been very interesting, but in the end it was comfortable. Which just going to double check. I'm not quite sure. I don't think we have changed goalkeepers. We only had Michael Hudson available this evening, so we wouldn't have changed goalkeepers.
No.
So it'd be a full 90 for Michael Hudson this evening. But I think Yemi Adelaine's definitely was offside there. He was a good couple of yards off. Yeah. Didn't quite time his run, and I think I should say it can be offside there for that one, Nick.
Yeah, it can be offside there. Yeah. My commentating highlight from last season.
We'll have many more for next season, don't you worry?
Yeah. Let's see how Biggleswade bounce back. I say that the results not that important in friendly, especially the performance and getting into these challenges of games, how they react. It's always good to get some good behaviours.
Yeah. And it'd be interesting to see with, of course, the last team we played in the Southern Premier Division. Was FC, Biggleswade FC. We went 1-0 down in that game. Markel was a late challenge there, connected with the ball as well. But what I'm trying to say is we went 1-0 down in that game, went back to win it 2-1, and it was Milo King coming off the bench to do it. So we'll see whether history might repeat itself this evening.
Yeah, see if Milo comes on again. We'll play JJ.
Anyone who wants any updates for the Women's Euros, I know that Germany won it up against France in their semi-final. United under a little bit of pressure here.
Yeah, I actually saw the Germany goal while queuing up, and cracking goal from Germany there. But
one of the favourites from the beginning of the tournament. And he's well
Raheem's through.
Good. Raheem Jabbar, he's through on goal here. Cuts inside, gets the strike.
Oh.
Maybe took a little bit too long there, Raheem Jabbar. Probably had a bit too much time there.
Yeah, a nice run from Raheem. He is well onside. And maybe had
Oh, and he's been caught out there, Joe Gage. He's very much been caught out there, Joe Gage. And now Kempston Rovers still on the attack. Guys Hunt there trying to defend and cut inside once again. He's just wide, and that could have been 2-0. Probably should have been 2-0 to Kempston Rovers.
Yeah, I thought that was gone in, but just went sort of inches wide of the far post for Kempston. I just heard Tracy encouraging the team there over the far side. It's Kempston again.
Kempston Rovers once again. They go strike from distance, and Michael Hudson was out of his goal, not in the right position there, and it could have well been very dangerous. And
yeah, they're looking very flaky at the moment from Biggleswade the last 5 minutes since the goal. It's going to just get back their composure and go back to how they played in the first half. So it's like it's a substitution. Maybe can start here for Kempston. And I think I've just seen Milo Keynes talking to Burnett, so he could be coming on soon as well.
Potentially there. I think that's the number 15, and Milo Keane. That's very well spotted there, Nick. Opposite there, talking to Burnett, and Christian on the sidelines. A lot for Christian to think about here. It's a nice little touchdown, and Gaz. I think Biggleswade, I'm not sure if you agree with me here, Nick, but they just need to settle the next 5 minutes, I think.
They do. I think they just need to find the ball and keep some possession for a period of time and get back into this game. They just it's been a bit of a shaky second half so far.
Yeah. We are 10 minutes into the second half, and it looks like Biggleswade United will be making their second substitution very soon. Still getting instructions on the sidelines. Haven't made the substitute just yet. It doesn't look like we're indicating to the referee to make the sub yet either. So it looks like we're still going to have a couple more minutes here. And it didn't surprise me, maybe that might be a like for like with Raheem Jabbar. Nick, or you could play at fullback as well, Milo Keane as well.
Yeah, I know Kay's just come back from injury, so I don't know whether he may get replaced or not.
That's a good shout as well,
Nick. Or could be Raheem. You know, Milo's a really good utility player to have in the squad.
Absolutely.
Both in defence and attack.
That's Yemi Adelaney. Back to Gaz Hunt, who's got the ball back to Michael Hudson. This was what Biggleswade need to do more of in this second half. Just keep the ball possession, get a bit more confidence on the ball. We saw what they could do with the ball in the start of the first half. And Jaden Irish now. Back to Raheem Jabbar, who's just lost out there. A bit of frustration from the lad. Gaz Hunt now wins the ball back in midfield. And he's onside here, Raheem Jabbar. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Oh, heavy touch. Raheem Jabbar chips the goal.
Great goal.
Scores! Biggleswade United with the equaliser. And just as Raheem Jabbar was frustrated by conceding, by losing possession, it was Gareth Hunt that won the ball back. Lovely through ball. Timed his one brilliantly, Raheem Jabbar. I thought he overhit the ball there slightly, Nick, but he's managed to keep his composure, chipped over the goalkeeper, and it's we're back on level terms.
That's a really nice finish from Raheem. You know, that's really showed a great turn of pace, get away from that defender, and he just got in time, just past the goalkeeper.
put it away nicely. So well played, Raheem.
Like,
And a lovely pull there from Gaz Hunt as well to put him through.
Yeah, it looks like Kempston Rovers making a couple of substitutions. And as I just mentioned, Raheem Jabba potentially could be coming off. He's just scored.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like Milo is coming on. It looks like, I can see him warming up on the sidelines, I believe. I think that might be Milo.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like we might making that substitution now. So maybe that was a little bit of a teaser there by Christian. Maybe Raheem knew that if Milo was coming on. I mean, we'll never know whether it was Raheem that would have been coming off, but sometimes when you see a player in your sort of position that's about to come on, you want to try and push and make an impression to try and stay on the pitch, and that's exactly what happened.
And it's certainly going to help his confidence as well. I think that's his 5th goal in pre-season. Obviously, he scored 4 at Bugbrook, so and it's obviously the first time we've seen him score for Biggleswade in a live stream. So
yeah, first time. We've seen him a couple of times. That's looked quite lively. That's the first time we've both seen him score. And both him and Yemi are up the pitch with Markel. And a shot from just outside the area there from Cameron Hyde, who's really enjoying going up the field this evening. There's Raheem Jabba there. Was there a collision there off the ball, Nick, or was it just a slip?
I think it might just been a slip there from Raheem.
Sorry. Go on.
Now, I'm saying if you apply that quick, I think you're always likely to slip. I suppose it might get a bit more slippery underfoot as the night draws in.
So I had a media that I saying 1-1, come on, nice through ball, a pretty neat little finish that. Absolutely, I completely agree.
I agree, yeah, absolutely.
Very sharp finish. And we had the right perfect angle for it as well. We probably had the right... it's a good job we're scoring the goals in the second half with the angles we have for the camera.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to Dell, who's managed to sort us out a lovely new tripod as well. So if you are enjoying the nice sturdiness compared to the last 2 games, thank Dell Digweed for that one, and Karen.
Yeah,
of course.
Two key volunteers.
Absolutely brilliant members of Biggleswade United.
Yeah.
I think if we name every brilliant member of Biggleswade United, we'd be here all night, so we can't mention them all.
Absolutely not.
Anaya as well, a top member of the team, as well as Ari, who's helping us with the stream this evening.
Yeah. So it looks dirty. I just think the camera just slipped.
I was about to say a top cameraman in Nick there before you've done the slip there. But
No. Yeah.
Nah, it's all good nature, Nick.
All good. Actually, also at half
Gaffer
time.
of the Vets team as well.
Gaffer the Vets team, yeah. We've got our first pre-season friendly on Sunday. So.
Oh, it's 1-on-1 there. Sorry to interrupt you there, Nick.
Yeah, away at St. Neots.
It's good hands there by Chris Nunn. Good feet as well.
Yeah.
First pre-season game on Sunday, did you say? Is that game, can people watch the game, Nick? Or is
they can go down and watch it if they want, but I'm waiting for details of the venue. So,
okay.
Yeah, so it's let's call it behind closed doors. There you go.
Good defending there by Kai, I think, in the end, and a couple, and wasn't quite sure who cleared the ball away, so apologies for that.
Yes, so we've got our season starts first week of September. So wait for confirmation of the fixtures. And you never know, next season we might have a Mr. Banner game may turn out for some of our games.
Oh, that'd be great to see. Ari saying we'll be sharing the goal highlight behind the goal taken by Rob Wells. So thanks for that, Rob, who managed to take a video of that behind the goal. We'll be showing that now. So that was the rotation is slightly off there, but it was a still top finish there by Raheem Jabba. I'm not quite sure if you can see what's just happened here, because I think I've missed it as well. We're in pre-season, but there's been a bit of a kick-off here. A game that's... I have to say, it's been a game that's been very well contested, but there's something that's gone on here that we've just missed just as we were showing that goal highlight, so apologies for that. Did you see what was going on there, Nick? We were both looking at the goal highlight, I think, more than the...
So this is number 7 involved, and I don't know who else was involved. Hard to tell.
But number 7 wasn't happy
Mark.
about something.
Mark. What happened there?
Oh, right.
Oh.
Oh, right.
Neither of us saw it, so we're just asking.
So this was a tackle from Kai, and number 7 wasn't happy about it. So, but Kai.
Sometimes Kai can be a little bit
Yeah, I should have guessed that because Kai was walking away and everyone else was
involved.
involved. So yeah, I should have guessed that.
But yeah, I mean, it looks like everyone's okay in the end. But maybe the number 7 was a little bit frustrated with the tackle. Bear in mind the circumstance of the game, but that just goes to show the sort of game, the intensity of this game. It's hard to forget that it is a pre-season friendly, and I'm sure for the players out there, the intensity of the game being played competitively, you're gonna sometimes go into tackles a bit competitively as well.
Yeah, I think you still have to be determined whether
And it's Biggleswade.
a match, because it could lead to injuries if you're not 100%.
Absolutely. We saw both teams really coming into life in the first half. We were really seeing the skill involved for both teams in the second. 2 goals in the opening 15 minutes. Markel Cousins going to try and keep the ball in play right in front of us. Markel Cousins done well, and he's won his team the corner.
Well played there, Markel. Great turn of pace there. Nice ball over the top there from Kay Stevens Abbey, and nice run from Markel, won the corner. So it's like James going to take it.
Looks like James going to take it.
Yeah.
We are 64 minutes played. Jaden Irish there with the corner. Blocked away by the first man of defence for Kempston Rovers. Nice little interchange there between Kay Stevens Abbey and the Kempston Rovers forwards. Kay Stevens Abbey with the throw. Have you noticed that we can see it come back every time? It has happened 3 times this pre-season. Oh yeah, DMS, that is very true. And since I've been, as I'll cut myself off here for a second, because now Kempston Rovers have the ball back here for a counter-attack. Very well defended by Joe Gage, and it looks like Michael Hudson can't keep this team out of play. He can't. I think he's actually prevented that from going out for a goal, for a corner. Let me just double check that. No, it is a corner to Kempston Rovers. Yeah, as you were saying, Guillaume, I love Raheem. Yeah, he looks very sharp, and it looks like he's going to be a great member of the Biggleswade United team for sure. But as you mentioned, since I've been covering Biggleswade for nearly 2 years now, we've always had this never say die attitude, even from going a goal down. Yeah, I've mentioned it before the FA Cup game.
I think it's good to tell
I covered
the character of the team. And they really are showing it over pre-season. Guillaume's right, they've gone behind in so many of the games. But they're showing the character to come back.
Absolutely. Which is a great attribute to have as well as a team, as a collective. Yeah. And we've seen that as well with 2 different sides, with Christian as well, because as mentioned, I've been covering Biggleswade United now for nearly two seasons, nearly 2 calendar years, 2 full calendar years. First game I covered, we came back twice to beat Woodbridge on penalties in the preliminary round of the FA Cup, and that was I did not know at the time that that first game would be a sign of things to come for their character and never say his die attitude. So, and I've seen that on show for the last 2 years, and we're seeing that as well with this team.
Substitution for Biggleswade, it's
Milo. Is that Milo?
Is it Milo or is it Connor? I'm trying to have a look.
Yeah, it's Connor Inskip. It looks like it's
Milo. Milo's right back.
Milo has gone to right back for Kay Stevens Abbey. You did mention that might be coming very soon. He's still recovering from his injury, and he has looked quite sharp. He's been caught out a couple of times, but I think in fairness, the attacker that was opposite him was very quick. So maybe we can cut him some stat there.
It looks like got another quick. Got Milo, who's also very quick as well. So it'd be a nice little battle between the left winger and Milo. Milo's on a hot streak of form at the moment.
Absolutely. Came on, changed the game, you have to say, against Biggleswade FC. Which last time I checked, I believe they're half-time. I think one of the teams that are in the Spartans South Midlands League, Stockfold, they were 2-0 up, but Biggleswade FC are half-time in their pre-season friendly this evening.
I think Stockfold looked reasonably strong in pre-season as well.
They've only just come up as well to the Spartans South Midlands League. They won the league just below the Spartans. Not the division. Kempston Rovers are in. No, that's wrong. It's the division that Letchworth Eagles are in, who we played on Saturday. That's where I'm getting confused. But yeah, as you mentioned, Stockville made some top signings. They'll definitely be a threat next season. But Markel Cousins looking to be a threat in this game. Markel Cousins go past 1 and 2.
Oh.
Slightly deflected. Well saved by the goalkeeper. Markel Cousins. He's got Milo Keane to his right as well. That could be a good dynamic on the right. Milo Keane looking to make his presence known. Jaden Irish to Markel Cousins. To get that ball into the box. It was a bit far for everyone. But once again, good play by Markel, showing exactly what he can do.
That was a danger there.
And they've got the ball back again here. Kempston Rovers can't seem to keep the ball. And now it's down to Milo Keane looking to make an impression once again. Try to get that ball here to Yemi.
Oh, nice
little backwards header there by Kai Andrews, and he definitely meant it. Milo and Yemi couldn't quite get the communication right there. And now this is where Kempston Rovers can be dangerous on the counter-attack. Joe Gage might well be caught out here. The number 11 of Kempston Rovers is looking to really threaten here. And Joe Gage has done brilliantly to recover that because he wasn't favourite to that. But they've lost out here. Biggleswade, and it's a very well taken finish. Joe Gage's the clearance went straight to the number 4, and you have to say that was a top finish.
Yeah, finished it with aplomb.
And just as Biggleswade United were pushing on to get a second, it's Kempston Rovers who have scored right from the counter-attack. And it's Kempston Rovers 2, Biggleswade United 1. But you have to say, as the old saying goes, if I was a betting man, I'd be very surprised if there isn't any more goals in this game.
No, there's going to be more goals. You know, Biggleswade looked dangerous on coming forward there, but they got caught out on the counter attack. We thought Joe kept it away, but unfortunately split it straight to the Kempston number 4, who nice smart finish. So 2-1 to Kempston.
And Biggleswade United. We mentioned both teams like to play football. We've seen Kempston Rovers, as we mentioned. I think it was only a matter of time after the first half of both teams. This game was definitely not going to finish 0-0. And we're seeing the attacking prowess from both sides on show in this second half.
We certainly have.
Jordan Gerald for that ball over the top. It's Yemi couldn't quite get his feet together. Kai's very much up the field now, and it's more part of the attack as Kai Andrews. Markel Cousins, that's great pressing. Didn't quite have his other attacking counterpart Yemi with him there. The number 18 there, now that's well defended by
Cameron Hyde,
sorry. And that's a good clearance away there by Michael Hudson.
Yemi.
Kai and Yemi getting each other's way there. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Someone had to shout for that ball, I think. But as we mentioned, as we have mentioned a few times, it is only still pre-season, of course, but we've got 6 days to go before the season starts. You still want to try and keep the momentum going. But as Gian mentioned not too long ago, about 10 minutes ago, Biggleswade United multiple times in this pre-season campaign have come from behind many times, as they did twice on Saturday.
It's like the same exactly on the bench. It looks like there's a couple of subs for Biggleswade getting ready to come on. And Kempston just brought someone on.
It looks like that's going to be Connor Inskip and Justin Gretorek. So they're the only other two substitutions left for Christian, with only a 16-man squad this evening. I think Del told me it was supposed to be 18, but it went down to 16 quite late. So I didn't quite get the reasons. Maybe there was some travel issues. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, only a 16-man squad left from for Christian this evening.
Yeah, well, there's been a disrupted rail service today in the country.
That's right, yeah.
So that may cause an issue.
This is good play by Marco Cousins to Yemi Adelini. This could be a chance, and great strike and finish by Yemi Adelini. And Yemi, he's had 2 chances in front of goal. It's third time lucky for Yemi. And once again, United back on level terms.
It's Desmond.
That's the one. That is the one.
And great finish there by Yemi. You know, I think he deserves that. He's worked hard today, and
he really
has. And he finished it with aplomb.
And it looks like that's Jordan Gerald's last contribution for the evening. Or either that, or he's just having a conversation with Christian. I'm not sure if he's coming off.
I think he's coming off, is he?
Oh, no,
he's back on. He's back on.
To JJ, he played 90 minutes on on Saturday, and he could well be on course for getting another 90 minutes in the belt, which would be great for him.
It really is. It really is good news.
That's an in-skip on
for
Kai Andrews and Justin Gretorek for
Gaz Hunt.
Gaz Hunt. Yeah, good spot.
Yeah.
So that's number 2 midfielders here that are going to have an opportunity to really impress now.
Yeah.
In the final.
It's good to see Connor back. Good to see Connor back.
In just over, 15 minutes to go of the second half, and what's been a thoroughly entertaining 74 minutes so far. And there still could be more goals in this. Raheem Jabbo, fantastic touch. He's looking for Yemi once again. Gets his feet together. He's looking for Raheem there, and was well defended. But Biggleswade.
The Kempston player needed to touch that because it was going straight through to Raheem. But lovely.
Both teams
Great
definitely
understanding between the 2 goal scorers there. Nice understanding there. That's a good play.
2 new players as well who weren't part of the team last season there. Look to be fitting in, slotting in brilliantly, and both on the score sheet this evening.
Absolutely, but it really tells us something about our options up front for the upcoming season. You know, we've got some great options here.
We must also mention this is a team, Kempston Rovers, a league above Biggleswade United as well. So impressive to see that we can keep up the tempo. Markel Cousins.
Oh, Markel just got caught in the face.
Caught in the face there, right in front of us. We're not quite showing it though. I don't.
Yeah,
we are. So apologies there, Nick.
Yeah, he definitely got caught in the face there. So he's okay.
Yeah, I don't think there was much in it, but I could be wrong.
It
was definitely a foul, but I don't think it was too malicious to be serious. But as I mentioned, it very much looks like JJ will be getting 90 minutes under his belt once again, which is, again, he knows Christian very well. They both know each other so well.
Yeah.
I know he's the type of character just run off playing football again, so it's great to see he gets the full 90. Unless they're rolling subs, because we've only got 4 subs tonight. It looks like he's well on his way to get in another set of 90 minutes, which is brilliant to see.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. You know, and I think JJ can be really proud of some of his performances over pre-season. He's looked good. You know, he's slowly getting back to the JJ that we enjoyed obviously 2 years ago, and he's played well.
If he is very much staying ahead, it'd be a great interview to have for the match day program at some point.
Oh, definitely. I've got a few ideas of players to interview. I think Cameron Hyde's going to definitely be on the list. Yemi Adelani, I think, is our new signing.
Yeah, he's a very good character as well. We spoke to him at Letchworth, didn't we, on Saturday?
Yep. But it's not just going to be players I'm going to be interviewing in this program next season. I've got a few ideas. See how it's going to work.
Oh yeah, they're saying equaliser once again. I'm with Andreas on this best team with the hands emoji. I'm not quite sure what they call it. Yemi, that's a good pressing there from the front there, trying to put the keeper under pressure. Yemi Adelani, that was good forward play. And Yemi, if he was, it was offside, but I think that came off a.
It was a Kempston player, but.
Okay, I think Ari will be showing the highlights from behind the goal from that brilliant strike there from Yemi. Hopefully, we won't be missing any major.
I'll look for any.
Yes! It's great angles there, so I think that was Rob Wells. So shout out to Rob for getting the footage there.
Yeah, Rob's one of our key cameramen behind the goal, but he is tonight anyway. And I think we'll show Rob. There he is behind the goal.
Just there. You see my hand? Just there.
Yeah.
There he is. Right. As this has got to be well defended here by United. Well defended there by United. And Michael has to commit here. Does brilliantly there, Michael once again.
Yeah.
To be able to, when we're going forward, try and take a few photos and I'll man the camera. I think Ari wanted a few. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, take over?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I forgot about that. Sure. So Nick's going to take a couple of photos for the post-match. So you'll be stuck with me for the rest of the game. Well, not the rest of the game. Nick's still here.
Yeah, I'm just.
We're just swapping roles. That's what.
Professionalism.
Right. We'll wait till it goes this side when we're attacking. That's Jordan Gerald on the ball here. Couldn't quite get it out to Michael Cousins. And once again, Kempston Rovers looking to get in front for the third time in this second half. He shoves off Milo Keane. Ball comes in, it's dangerous, headed away. And you saw how dangerous Kempston Rovers can be from outside the box, so they don't want to be...
Kempston won a lot of the ball since we scored that second goal.
Seeing both sides, as soon as both sides concede, the other just seems to try and push on and score the next one. As I mentioned, both coaches have an attacking philosophy and want to play a good style of football, and we've seen that on show this evening.
Absolutely. They both had a good spirit and a good attitude. It's been a very enjoyable game.
So we've got
the goals in the second half. So.
I've got the goals in the second half. It finished 2-2 on Saturday. I wasn't quite as well as what the Kempston Rovers tackle would have wanted there, but it's how to play for a goal kick.
Didn't even trouble the car, so that's always.
That's what you're all worried about there, Nick, aren't you?
Yeah. Didn't trouble the goal and didn't trouble the car. Yeah, the players and Biggleswade fans near us, I think they're enjoying the game.
Yeah. That's great play there. Yemi, I'll do a few. Jaden Irish now in the midfield, trying to play that through to, I think that was Justin Greserex pressing. We're seeing a little bit of difference, obviously, two different people in midfield here. And now it's Milo Keane, who I've mentioned how good he's been in pre-season. It's still Milo Keane. Still Milo Keane now onto the left-hand side. Really pushing forward is Milo Keane. Just over hit his run there, Milo. He'd be frustrated with that for sure.
I've gone for Milo there, but unfortunately got given wide.
I personally don't think
Now we are into the final 10 minutes. It is Kempston Rovers 2, Biggleswade United 2 in the second to last pre-season game before we start the season proper next Tuesday. Owlsey Town versus Biggleswade United. If you can't make it to Owlsey for the game, we'll be streaming live on YouTube and our Twitch channels, so make sure you stay subscribed and followed to never miss a live stream. That's for the men's game, women's games, under 23 games, and you never know, we might even stream a vets game.
Oh, one day, who knows?
Maybe, just maybe. Which I guarantee that Nick won't be on commentary because he'll be in the dugout for those games. So
Commentate from the dugout,
that would be quite interesting, actually. But anyway, Jaden Irish, Yemi Adelaney times his run to perfection. He's onside. Oh, it was a bit unlucky there. Very well defended there by the number 15. And it's Raheem Jabbo. Sorry, Michael Cousins. No, that was Raheem Jabbo. Sorry, I was right the first time. And United have won themselves a throw-in. United haven't been in front in this game, and at the moment, they look the more likely in the last 10 minutes to get a winning goal. Biggleswade United still unbeaten as well in their pre-season campaign. As it stands, that looks like it will be continuing. And it's Yemi Adelaney couldn't quite get his feet together. But one thing Kempston Rovers are good at is on the counter-attack. Jordan Gerald really putting on the Jets there. Fair play to Jordan Gerald there, showing that he's still very much got his pace.
So, yes. Jordan Jet Speed Gerald. JJJ.
All he needs to do, he's still got a cracking left foot as well, which I'm sure he will be trying to improve on a little bit more from his past. But ball comes in here for Kempston Rovers. It's cleared the way by Biggleswade. Jaden Iris has a lovely turn and go by Jaden, and he's been caught and he's won his team the free kick.
Yeah, lovely turn there by the captain.
Yeah, captain now, of course, with Gareth Hunt coming off the pitch. It's pretty much, I think, Jaden Irish and Gaz Hunt pretty much sharing captain duties this season. They're the two leaders in the middle of the park. And they're also two players I have to mention, heavily mentioned as well in the Biggleswade United podcast. With the first part will be coming out tomorrow evening, premiered on YouTube. My podcast with Christian Cullis, where we talk about this upcoming season, as well as Jerome Higgins, How do you say that? How do you say that?
Higgins.
How do you say the exemplary camera work? Sorry, I couldn't quite get my words together. Thank you there, Nick. That's from Jerome Higgins. Thank you very much. There. I won't take the credit for that. I'll say Nick doesn't. Michael Hudson's been caught out. That's great covering though by Cameron Hyde. And he's been caught out though, Cameron Hyde. It was good play there by the Rovers attacker. He's cleared the number 11 now, and Michael Hudson there was rooted and just over the crossbar, and that'll play for a goal kick. But once again, Rovers really showing their strengths here. Cameron Omar now with a message. Keep up the great work, guys. An integral part of this club. Currently sat back in my room watching at 11:20 in Turkey. Looking forward to the season ahead with the reserves too. #OneClub. Great. Thank you for the message there, Cameron. A big part of the club as well, Cameron Omar.
Thanks, Cameron. Have a nice holiday.
And don't worry, that'll be me in a couple of weeks in Prague. So don't worry, I cannot wait to get my little rest here. And hopefully I'll be watching from home too. But now Markel Cousins, brilliant play there by Michael. Brilliant play by Markel Cousins. Trying to get the ball into the box. He's looking for the foul. Referee and the linesman don't see anything wrong. But now, Biggleswade United, they want to be wary they don't get caught out on the counter-attack. But Jaden Irish has lost the ball in midfield. And now it's another counter-attacking opportunity here. It might well be offside, but Joe Gage hasn't quite got the legs to keep up with the number 18. But it looks like it's been overly touched and out of play for a goal kick, or it was going out of play for or it was offside. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, thank you for the lovely message there, Cameron. Hope you enjoy your holiday, of course, as we said. And yeah, really nice words. So thank you.
Very nice. Worldwide, Ryan.
Worldwide.
Turkey, and maybe he's obviously Guillaume's in Spain. So
well, I'm assuming Guillaume is watching because he did comment earlier on, so I'm sure he will mention whereabouts he is watching from this evening. Great, lovely little flip there by Yemi Adelaide. Milo Keane to win it for Biggleswade. Just Yemi's got his head in his hands. Brilliant interchange in play between Yemi and Milo. Milo Keane hits his chance over the bar. We've seen both teams fluff chances in the last 5 to 10 minutes. And we've got some cracking pictures that Ari's about to see from Nick as well that I'm seeing second hand. That'll do for now, Nick, if you've got some decent ones. Yeah. 4 minutes to go before the end of full time. We mentioned Letchworth Eagles and Biggleswade United drew 2-2 in their Biggleswade United's last game. You really couldn't call who wins this game. It's very much end-to-end at the moment. United and Kempston, even though it's only pre-season, you kind of would feel both sides would be unlucky to come out of this game with a loss. Nick?
I think so, yeah, definitely. I think 2-all could say it's a fair scoreline.
It could be, but both sides still going for
the win. The win.
And ahead of United's biggest test in their pre-season, we mentioned Hitchin Town at home. That's going to be a big game for United. Their last pre-season game before the start of the season. Not quite sure if we are streaming that one. I'm unavailable, unfortunately. We'll see if we're still going to be able.
I'm unavailable as well.
You'll be the club announcer as well for the home game, so maybe we might be able to still sort out a stream. Obviously, we'll let you know on the socials. But I'm gutted to miss that game, unfortunately. But I won't be able to get to that game on Saturday. But one game I can guarantee will be streamed, of course, is next Tuesday. Aussie Town away from home in the Spartan South Midlands League. United's return, and now Kempston Rovers won the ball back. I thought that was a foul on Jaden.
Jaden as well.
Oh, and it's just wide of the post, Nev. It's almost as if everyone stops there, Nick. It was a bit of a bizarre. And Jerome is watching from Tajikistan. Thank you, Nick. Sorry, my words are not very good.
We are definitely going worldwide tonight.
Definitely worldwide.
Tajikistan,
Much love
Turkey,
for this amazing
Spain.
#OneClub. Guillaume, oh no, Milo is working. A message here from our chairman, Guillaume Ballagate. Oh no, Milo is working hard to be in the lineup. Greetings from Palamos Costa Brava. I can't get my words out.
Costa
tonight.
Brava.
Costa Brava, definitely worldwide on this stream.
Yeah. So anyone else watching from anywhere around the world?
And here comes Aya now. Truly international viewership today. I'm in Naxos in Greece tonight. #OneClub. And we are in beautiful Kempston for Kempston Rovers versus Biggleswade United. Beşiktaş to Pakistan. All here to support this wonderful club.
We're worldwide.
And everyone, of course, who has been commenting as well. Big parts of the club as well. And we appreciate everyone's support in what's going to be, hopefully, a fantastic season. And Ari chips in here, who's helping out with the editing, saying, and that's me from India. #OneClub. Thank you for that, Ari. If there's anyone else who's watching who would like me to try and pronounce a country or a city, make sure you put a comment and I will shout out where you're from or where you're watching from. As we are very much 30 seconds to go before the end of the game. I can't see there being much stoppage time either, so this could well be one of the last attacks. It's come over Yemi and it's out of play. Sorry, it's gone straight to the goalkeeper. You have to say, Nick, we mentioned it once already, but I do think that I think he only needs one picture anyway, so as long as you've got one, it's fine.
Got one.
No, you're fine. If you want me to try and take one, I can. Good touch there by Jordan. Sorry, not Jordan. Jaden Irish, not Jordan. But another quick shout out. First part of the Biggleswade United podcast with me and Christian Colas will be out tomorrow. So look forward to that one on the Biggleswade United YouTube channel. Stay subscribed if you haven't already. Follow the Twitch. Also, a reminder before we finish the game, but before I cut myself on, Markel Cousins to win the game for Biggleswade. Just over the bar. So close for Markel Cousins.
I think I've got the picture. Hey.
That's the one. I mean, it actually looks like that's going in from the photo, so I would use it. But we have the picture for the socials. Mohammed Jones said, much love from... Sorry. Kyrgyzstan, thank you.
Turkestan.
#OneClub. And now Kempston Rovers up on the counter-attack to win the game themselves.
Apologies if I pronounced Kyrgyzstan wrong, but...
My pronunciations are very bad, which is quite bad for a commentator to have your pronunciations bad. But, very well said there by Michael Hudson. Just as it looked like United were going through to win the game. And as the story of the game has been, Kempston Rovers right up the other end to try and win the game themselves.
You know, it's like we have a shot, you have a shot.
Yeah.
It's certainly been
very much one-upsmanship. And it has been a very entertaining match as well, you have to say.
I think everyone here's got their money's worth.
Absolutely.
Maybe an idea for next game, which is obviously RZ next Tuesday. For the game, obviously, let us know where you're watching it.
And that is, let us know where you're watching. That's very well said, Nick. And that is the full-time whistle. You have to say has been a very well-contested pre-season friendly between Kempston Rovers and Biggleswade United, where it has finished Kempston Rovers 2, Biggleswade United 2. Just like Saturday, United coming from behind not once but twice to draw the game 2-2. It means that Biggleswade United remain unbeaten in their pre-season campaign as they close off their pre-season fixtures against Hitchin Town at home. So make sure you head on down to the Keach Hospice Care Stadium. And then we start the season proper with RZ Town away in the first Spartan South Midlands League fixture. We'll be live for that one on YouTube and Twitch. So make sure you stay subscribed and follow. And before we do head off and we get Nick's final thoughts, a reminder, if you would like to sponsor any of the players out there, £75 per season, and any detail, and if you want to know who to contact, that is biggleswadeunited@gmail.com. If you'd like to sponsor a player, one-off fee of £75, it really can help your local business as well as help any of the players out on the pitch. So get in contact if you are interested. And of course, final thing from me, as you can see on the drop down arrow, follow us on Twitter for any updates, as well at Biggleswade UTD to get all your latest updates. And Nick, what's your final thoughts on tonight's game?
Oh, cracking run out here for the team. I think they played well. 2-2 could be a fair score, I suppose you could say, but and a really good workout. They're keeping the unbeaten record in. I'm sure hopes are high going into the new season. So we've got our last pre-season friendly on Saturday. Let's hope we keep it unbeaten coming to the league. And then next Tuesday, bring on the start of the South Midlands League. We're looking forward to it.
I can't wait for it. A lot of people would say that's a year in the making, returning into the Spartan South Midlands League. Yeah. We cannot wait to get started. And of course, we'll be hoping to bring most of you who cannot go to games to the games with us, with the live streams as well. So we hope you really do all enjoy. We've really enjoyed the interactions, so keep them coming in the live streams going forward. Big shout out to Ari for helping us out once again. And also one little plug from me before we go. Make sure you check out the Biggleswade United YouTube channel tomorrow for the first part of my podcast with Christian Klaas, where we go through the hellacious journey from 17 games, 17 straight defeats to surviving in the United Counties League on the final day. It was a hell of a journey, and we discussed all that and more in the podcast. The first part will be out tomorrow. Not quite sure what time, but tomorrow evening on YouTube it will be premiered, so make sure you do keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to listening to that, Ryan. And yeah, that was an experience, but hopefully we'll have it a bit more straightforward in the upcoming season.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one thing we know about Biggleswade United is when we go 1-0 down, we never give up. And we're seeing that once again tonight. Even in pre-season, we saw it on Saturday against Letchworth. We saw it against Biggleswade FC. We must not forget Kempston Rovers as well, the league above Biggleswade United. It's been a very good run out against a very, very good team in Kempston Rovers, which we have to wish the best of luck in their season as well. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, good luck for Kempston for the upcoming season. Lovely ground, a really, really nice ground. I think it's one of the better grounds I've been to, I'll probably say.
Absolutely.
And yeah, good luck for the upcoming season. There's Dell walking across.
And once again, if you are a women's female footballer who's looking for a local club to play for, Biggleswade United offer free to play, no charges to play. That's right, it is free. So if you're looking for a local club to play for, why not try out Biggleswade United? We have two teams, the Reds and the Blues teams. So make sure you get in touch. More information on our Twitter pages and all of our socials. That's all. That will wrap it up from me.
Yeah, the music's playing.
And Nick, so we better go before this probably gets copyright strikes. And we will not quite sure if we are getting a stream on Saturday, but if not, the next time we'll see you all, Olsey Town versus Biggleswade United in the start of our Spartan South Midlands League journey. I'll see if we can get a couple of minutes with Christian after the game as well. Thank you all for tuning into the stream. Stay subscribed, follow the Twitch, you all know the rest. And thank you all for listening to this live stream. It must have been a fantastic Wednesday night of football here at Kempston.
Yeah, thank you everyone.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Whatever you are,
No matter your gender
No matter what level you play.
or how old you are,
These really don't matter.
all that matters is that you play football.
Because you love this game.
We at Biggleswade United,
We are proud to announce
that both women's senior teams will not be paying a fee to play football next season.
Thanks to a very special partner.
Let's make Biggleswade United the next part of your footballing journey.
Keep the heart beating of grassroots football.
Because this is where it all begins.